Oh my gosh. Gray!
Gray is in for a very unfortunate evening.
Let's just say somebody's gonna die in 4 minutes.
More headlocks.
Totally worth it.
Hello and welcome back to ApocaPodcast. In today's episode, we will be continuing the alpha test that we started last episode. As a recap to what happened, we have our 3 adventurers, Ron the Barber, Scrapper John, and Gray. Our 3 adventurers had stolen some loot from some Grease Monkey raiders and successfully escaped in a daring motorcycle chase. After successfully escaping, our heroes headed back to Torchy's, which is the main trading hub for the continent of Kita, where they had to deal with another gang called the Scorpions, who more or less act as a police force for Torchy's. After being humbled at the border, they successfully made it inside, and that is where our story picks up again. And at this point, I'm going to open up. This is as much or as little as you want to do here. We can jump into the next arc, or I can give you time to explore the town. My thoughts were, we could talk a little bit about ammo, weapons, armor, food, whatever your heart's desired. Good RP opportunity.
I would ask, in terms of ranged weapons and weapons in general, how does ammunition work here? Or do we have limited energy stores?
That was an excellent question. I've kicked that can as far as it can go. So in your inventory, you have a number of slots, right? The number of slots you have is determined by your body stat, basically how strong you are. If you have a ranged weapon in your inventory, then that takes up 1 slot, and it is assumed that that weapon is loaded with enough ammo for 1 fight.
Oh.
So, for those of you who shot during our motorcycle encounter, your weapon is now unloaded. You need more ammo for it. Now, if you have extra ammo, right? Because I said your inventory, you have slots, right? If you've already purchased ammo, or if you want to go buy ammo, that ammo comes with a reload number. And basically what you do is you roll some dice, and if the number is higher than 0, then you have more ammo, and your weapon is reloaded, and you knock it down by 1. To simplify it for this session, you count it as normal, like encounters, right? So if you buy ammo of size 4, you have 4 fights worth of ammo. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So we didn't really talk about inventory. So all of you who had ranged weapons, I guess we'll say that you can decide for yourself if you had ammo or not. I don't really care. Just look at your inventory slots and make sure you have enough room for it. And I'll say ammo size 4, so you'll have like 4 reloads in there.
Where is it under? Is it under gear? Where's the inventory slots?
Yeah, it'd be gear. Let me pull it up myself.
I think I saw it because of body is 1, right? I was able to add another inventory slot.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody look at Kyle's.
Okay.
So I have my handgun, my laser handgun, and so I'm going to probably seek more ammo.
So if my body's 2, I have 3 slots?
Yes.
So I have my crossbow, and then so I have two extra slots, and I just wrote down that I also have a hatchet, so I just assume that takes up a slot as well.
Exactly.
Okay. And then, so is it the ammo assumed, like, let's say I had 2 ranged weapons. Does the ammo just go with each of those, or does the ammo take up a slot, like, if I have a whole bunch?
I'll say it depends on how different the weapon is. Like, if they're both small arms, then I'll say you just have 1 pile of small arms ammunition. But if you had like a rocket launcher and a 22 caliber pistol, you're going to count those separately. So if they're both about the same, and I didn't talk about damage either. I just gave you guys all damage 1 on your weapons. I assumed you all had like a bottom of the line.
Yeah.
You just have a weapon to get the job done. So if you want to buy something better than that, that's something you could do. But that's why I talked about the damage tiers. Is damage is a little bit funny in it doesn't really add. They're kind of like filling buckets. And so damage 1 fills the fatigue bucket first. And then I think it's listed on your health. It basically should have a number that says what the damage is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, I get it.
Yeah. And so what a bigger
So if it's
weapon
high damage,
does,
it skips all the lower things?
Yes.
Okay.
And so you got to be a little bit careful when you mix damage types. So like if one of you is damage 1 and the other one's damage 10 or 5, that might not necessarily be in your benefit to attack the same enemy because you're filling different buckets. Don't think about it too hard.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. I had another question. What was it? Oh, so we haven't talked about it yet, but one of my boons is an item. So would that also, it's a piece of, I would call it gear. So does that take up a slot of gear?
So if it's a boon, I'll say it's free. So you can basically give yourself a free circle and then write your item in there. There we go. Now I got a character sheet too. Cool.
I'm just going to talk to Gray real quick after that encounter. Oi, Gray, how many times are you going to get choked out before you learn how things work here, hey?
They were trying to take my stuff.
That's how it works. They take some of your stuff, and then you go walking through without getting choked.
You just put your headphones on and go hide in the corner like you normally do.
Oi, but if you notice, my neck's got no bruises on it. I like it that way. You do you, buddy.
Hey, Gray. Listen, I know it's hard to lose what's important to you. Here, and
You've lost both of your parents.
that's a story for another day. Now here, and he just kind of like gives his small bottle a couple of pills and just kind of like just puts it in your front pocket. He's like, for the pain. Wink.
Thanks. Pop both of them right now.
1 per 4. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I just shake my head. We're going to have to get a leash for this guy.
Now I'm nice and chill.
I throw a rag at him. It is for when you start drooling.
Wherever it hits me, that's where it stays. Because I
just don't even grab.
I don't care at this point now.
Oh gosh.
Whatever.
Sweet. Okay, so your characters know Torchies. You, the players, have no idea what Torchies is, so I will tell you.
Nope.
So Torchies is a massive, sprawling, open-air market and gas station. You, the players, can find pretty much any common supply you want. Weapons, armor, as well as food and medical services. The layout of Torchies is elliptical. The edges of town are not well defined, as most of the merchants set up mobile shops wherever they seem convenient. The main strip is known as the fuel line, and it runs west to east along the major axis of the ellipse. Along the fuel line are rows and rows of Scorpion crude liquid auto withdrawal pumps, or Scorpion claw pumps for short.
Oh, very nice.
These Scorpion claw pumps are basically like gas pumps that can be run both forward or reverse. And so you can take your Scorpion parts. I'm not going to explain how it gets there, but we'll say that you have like jugs of Scorpion oil. And so you basically take this gas pump nozzle, put it in there, and you swipe your Torchy's reward card. And it sucks the oil back up into the pump, and it puts points onto your rewards card. And then if you wanted to, you could do it the opposite. You could swipe your card and pump oil back out into a jug. And so this is, again, treat it like gasoline. This is how you run your motorcycles. And so what I'll say is that after you guys have, purchased, more fuel for your vehicles, you have about 4 gallons of scorpion oil per player, which translates to about 400 Torchy's rewards points. I'm going to say that Gray has 350. And a single point is about the value of a US dollar back when you could buy a soda for $1.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds good.
Some context.
there you go. I know, right? I was writing this and I was like, yeah, 1 point is $1. And then I thought about it and I was like, oh no, $1 isn't what it used to be. I was like, I gotta put in like a reference so that, 5-10 years from now, if people are listening to this, they'll be like, what's $1? That's worthless.
Yeah.
Is that what we use for wallpaper?
Like a soda.
Yeah.
Is that what we build houses with now?
Okay. I don't remember where we left off. You have $400 except for Gray, who has $350. I heard we want to look for ammo. I don't know if there's anything else we want to look for, and then I'll just kind of explain from there, I guess.
Just maybe resetting my little apothecary on me.
Okay.
If there's any supplies, little scorpion venom, help numb the gums, as it were.
I just want to be very clear. I am incredibly happy that you want to go to an apocathery.
Apocathery. It's the apocalypse, so it's an apocathery.
Yes. You're going to see why in a minute, but I'm very happy about it. I didn't think this was going to get used, and I was pleasantly surprised. Anything else?
I need to find somebody shady where I can get some more poison.
Okay. So I'm going to say that's probably also going to be
The apocathery.
Apothecary.
Yeah.
Apocathery. I like it. That's canon. So my focus is mechanical. I don't have a specialty, but I'm thinking my character is skilled in not like refined items, but he's really good at just scrapping things together and making things work, even if it's junk. In fact, that's usually what it is. So, can we assume I have a tool set, or should I buy some like do-it-all multi-tool that I could go look for?
What are your boons and liabilities again?
So I haven't talked about my boons yet, and so you can tell me whether these are acceptable or not, but we're allowed 2 smalls. Mm-hmm. So you can determine if this is not a small one or not. So I have what I call the camo cloak.
Okay.
And so it's the cloak I'm actually wearing now, but I'm wearing it inside out because if I wear it the other way, it will draw a lot of attention likely. It's not always active camouflage, but I can turn it on and it will give me it's not like I turn it visible, but it will blend in a little bit with the surroundings. So if I just, stand in an open field with it on, you're going to know exactly where I am. But if we're like in a room full of junk, like it'll actually hide pretty well because it just distracts. So gotcha. I don't know if that's a little one or a big one. If it's a little one, my second one would be jury rig. So kind of going into that skill of just being able to slap things together pretty quickly and make them work on a minimal scale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then my liability is my crippling social anxiety, but it comes and goes, so that's at your discretion. And then just for fun, I put in another one. I have another fear of any body of water that's large enough for me to drown in. So I'm not afraid of water. I'm not like hydrophobic.
Oh
but
man!
If I'm like near even a pool, I don't want to be near it. I don't want to be like 20 feet near it because I'm thinking I could fall in. I could hit my head. I could die.
I want to be clear on this. You said it, not me.
I put these in here just for fun. I'm like, I want to give you ammo to do ridiculous things.
I love it.
I just threw that in there.
Okay, so
You give them ammo. You don't paste the target on your torso.
I mean, I know exactly that it's the same thing in this situation, but
yeah. So just to clarify, with the liabilities, they are mostly roleplay. There is a game mechanic where I can invoke your liability, and what that does is give you a penalty to any action that does not play into your roleplay. So if you
gotcha,
are afraid of water and you say, yeah, my character is going to go swim across this river, I'm going to be like, no, you're going to take a -1 on that.
So say you have a liability like owes money. How's shopping going to go for him?
So
with shifty eyes.
the purpose of the liability is actually a story mechanic. It's for me to be like, hey, that person you owe money to is around the corner and he wants to talk to you right now. And it's supposed to draw the character into some situation or push them out of some situation. So how it plays into a situation where I haven't told you something's going on is up to you. So if you're going to be like extra careful about where you go around town, that's definitely something you could do, but that's all on you.
I think every week I'm just going to add a liability.
Yeah. I have a Napoleon complex. That's why I push back to everybody.
Wait, how tall are you?
I say I'm 6 feet, but I'm like 5'6".
Oh, okay. I was hoping you'd say 5'6", since that's exactly how tall I am.
Yeah.
I have Napoleon complex.
I love it.
Oh gosh.
No, it's because you know how it is.
Yeah,
I'm also smaller than most, so well, not most, but
cool. So I'm going to jump. I will talk to Juice and Kyle about their boons in a second, but just to finish out Jeremy. So John's active camo, because we're in the middle of play, I don't want to think about this too much. Yep. I'm just going to say that for your active camo, it's a once per day add a d6 to like a stealth roll. Okay. So like, well, I'll say that maybe it has like a battery pack and you just flip it on and all of a sudden maybe it is like active camo. Maybe you like throw it over your head and you're just invisible. But you're only invisible for like a short amount of time.
Okay, yeah.
And then for the jury rig, we can, if you want, say that you have like a specialized tool kit. And again, because we're in the middle of the game and I'm just making this up, how do you feel about being able to improvise, we'll say any device, once per day? And I mean any device as in a toothpick to a thermonuclear weapon. But you're going to have to make a know-how roll to see if you can make it, right? Okay. Based on the equipment that's around. So if you're trying to make like a garden hoe out of a piece of scrap metal, yeah, you're going to do it. But if you're trying to make a thermonuclear bomb out of a piece of scrap metal, you're going to have to roll really well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that sounds good. You can just change it later, right?
Cool. Yeah. We can change it in 10 minutes. Who cares? So Gray, we said that your liability was a Napoleon complex. Do we know what your boons are? Did we establish that?
I'm still gonna do like a poison,
okay, yeah,
like I'll tip a blade in poison kind of thing.
Perfect.
And we said 1d6 damage, I think.
Your armor. Are we gonna do your armor?
I was just gonna save my armor for my next one.
Okay. Think of something else that you want to do then, or I can give you an extra use of poison, like twice per day. Just call it.
Poison sounds like a real Napoleon thing to do.
Yeah, let's just do 2 of those. How about that?
Yeah, that'll just keep it simple. And again, if you think of something better.
Yeah.
And Ron, do you remember all your stuff?
Oh, let's see. I got a digital or kind of like techno artificial pliers.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, that's right. Techno pliers. And then we also had like your fast talk, medical fast talk.
Yeah, that's right. Medical fast talk.
Fast talk. Love it.
And then liability was owes money, right?
Yep.
Confuse people into submission.
Perfect.
I guess I need that.
All right, so the three of you are in town. You've just exchanged all your scorpion oil for your credits, which are now on your handy-dandy rewards card.
Scorpion oil, not
yes.
snake oil.
Not snake oil. Not snake oil. So I heard that you want to shop for ammunition and apothecary. Where do we want to start? Do you guys want to go together, separate?
I mean, I'll at least stick with the barber.
Yeah, I need ammo too, so I'll go.
Yep.
Cool. So where do you want to go first?
Let's get our ammo done. Because I know these two want to have enough to get into a fight. On second thought, let's go to the apothecary.
Okay. We'll do the apothecary. So I'll say that you all have been here at Torchy's, and so you more or less know where you go for these kinds of things. You might not always go to the same person, but because of the way it's kind of like these pop-up shops, there's kind of like regions. You know that this region is the weapons section, and all the weapons dealers go over there, and all the food people go over there, and things like that. And so it's kind of like the right spot to go to, and then once you get there, you kind of have to feel around. And so you're going to wander through Torchy's, and you will see... You're walking down, again, it's open air market, so you got the sun. It's probably afternoon now, so it's pretty hot. Probably that 2 o'clock super hot time. A lot of people will run air conditioners off of the Scorpion claw pumps. Like they'll pump gasoline right into like an air conditioner unit and put up like a pop-up tent to condition it and entice people to come in.
The exhaust coming out of is Scorpion oil green at all? Like, is it clean emitting?
It's biofuel. I can't say if it's, it's probably carbon emitting. But
I mean, just be like, yeah, oh, this place is nice and cool.
You definitely want to stay upwind of Torchy's. Let's put it that way, especially in the hot sun. And so you come across one particular hut. It's actually very small. And it's all by itself, right? So most of these, because real estate is at a premium, you'll have basically like a tent, and they'll all be kind of like next to each other, just like if you went to like a farmer's market. But there's this one tent that nobody's near. And it's just a very small tent, like one person wide. And then there's just a lot of dirt around it. But the dirt seems like it's reinforced with boards and metal and other structures. And so it kind of gives you the impression that maybe there's something under the ground. And there's just a sign out front that says Thurlow Stoneclaw's Apothecary. And so you're all standing out front, and you can tell me if you want to do anything.
I go to them, and if I've been here before, if Barber Ron's been here before, he's definitely been here before. So he'll say, just let me do the talking, and if it still goes south, get me out of there.
Okay.
Okay.
And so Ron will go first, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. And the other two will follow?
Yeah, I'll go last.
Perfect. And so you enter this... It's basically, it looks like a one-person tent, but when you pull the flaps back, you are blasted with this cold, chill air because the air conditioning is running inside. And what you see is a stairwell into the ground. And so you walk down this spiral staircase down under the ground, and you come out into a very dark, dimly lit room. There's probably a couple candles going, lanterns, just to give some light. But it is exceptionally dark. And so probably you have to wait a little bit. Maybe there's a smell of incense. You just got to wait for your eyesight to kind of adjust to the darkness. And once you do, you will see the whole room, all the walls are lined with little shelves and trinkets and doodads and all sorts of weird things. And then in front of you is going to be a small, basically a checkout desk made out of, let's say it's kind of like wood, but it almost looks like the root of a tree that's kind of been like carved into a desk. And behind the desk, standing at a mere 4 feet tall, with pale brown soft fur covering his entire body, and tiny black little eyes, is Thurlow Stoneclaw, who is a mole person. Nice.
Mole.
His small paws are small and nimble and clawed, perfect for digging and crafting, and as Ron would know, he is nearly blind and perceives the world mostly by smell and sound. And so he's sitting, facing away from the door, fiddling with something.
Excuse me, just a simple customer passing by quickly.
He goes, Ron, you can't fool me. That's not his voice. What's his voice?
No, I can't pull you, can I? What gave it away?
Sorry, I gotta get the voice right. You know what? I could smell it on you. You have a scent. You have that Barbara scent from your little cleaning supplies.
Yes. All right. I can see. You know me too well. I was hoping the scorpion oil would help coat that, but I just wanted to let you know I come in peace. I am just here to shop, and I have money. I have credits.
Oh, good. Oh, good, because you owe me a little bit from last time. Just a little bit. I wasn't going to say anything, but you brought it up, so... But we can worry about that later. Don't worry. We can worry about that later. He kind of shuffles out from behind the desk, and everything is kind of put in place because he is almost nearly blind, and so everything has to stay in a certain spot so he doesn't bump into it. And he comes around to the front of the desk, and he just starts sniffing you. Were you in a scuffle?
Mildly.
And he starts sniffing again, and he sniffs over, and he goes over to Gray. Oh, you got in a fight with Apex, didn't you? Didn't you?
You know me.
I know the nose. Okay, so you want some scorpion oil, and he turns back around, and anything else? Is this just scorpion oil? You got that. You got some of that. You need something more exotic? Fanciful? And he just clacks his little claws together.
I'm just wondering if you got me the, and I just do with air quotes, elixir we've been talking about.
Oh yeah, I just got the stuff in today. Oh boy, I forgot about that. And he runs back and he goes back behind his desk. He starts pulling out little drawers and things, and he'll pick up little vials and he'll kind of shake them next to his ear. And nope, that's not it. And he picks up other ones and shakes them and tinks them. Like he's listening to the ingredients because he can't really see what's going on. So he pulls out some vials and he starts mixing them together on the back counter, and so you see the back of him, and his little tail is just wagging back and forth because he's so excited about what's going on right now. And he grinds something up in a mortar and pestle and puts something into a vial, and he says, that needs to rest. Well, we'll get that after. It needs to rest. What can I do you for, Ron?
Just a refill of my basic stock. There are many who are in need of healing and ailment, as you're well aware. So I'll take the usuals, and let's see if I find anything else more colorful. No offense.
You just look around the shop. You look around the shop, and you just let me know. And so at this point, you can, if there's something specific you're looking for, you let me know. I am interested, Gray. Do you want to text me what you want?
Yeah, at this point, Ron would be like, elixir?
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell everybody, but if you want to keep it a secret, you can text me, and then I'll tell you the price. And so Ron is looking for... I mean, if you're just looking for a general resupply, I won't say it costs you anything, or it'll cost you, I don't know, like 20 credits just for the resupply. But he's probably going to hit you up for your debt. And we can figure that out.
Yeah, I'll say, 20 credits for the resupply. I will take probably... Ooh, this looks interesting. And it looks like I'm looking for something that is equivalent of kind of almost a steroid boost to your eyesight.
Okay. So we'll say that there are some labeled items, and maybe some let's say there's some luminescent mushrooms sitting on a shelf, and there are really tiny ones, and there's really big ones, depending on how you want them to act, and so you can start a conversation with Thurlow, who will kind of basically explain this to you. If you want something that's just, maybe like 5-10 minutes, kind of boosts your perception a little bit. He's got some, almost like adrenaline. He's got some like liquid adrenaline that you can
oh yes,
take a little snip of, but it only lasts for maybe like 5 minutes. And then there's some more stuff that are more like prolonged release. So what would you be looking for?
I was thinking more sharp boost in a small duration.
Yeah.
So adrenaline-like wares sound perfect.
Cool. I'll say 50 Torchy points per point of boost. So if you want a +1, it'll be 50. +2, it'll be 100. That kind of deal.
Let's do 1, 1,
mm-hmm.
and 1, 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah. Just make sure you write down what this does, because I'm not going to remember next session.
Yep. Nope, I'm already writing it down. So
that'll be 150. And then he'll probably be like, that'll be 150. But there is the little issue from last time, where, you need a little something. I set you up, and, I mean, you want to make a payment towards that? It's a pretty big sum.
It's a pretty big sum. Look, I told you, I would spot you, but you're right. How about this? I've done some good headwind, and I hope to continue it up. These guys seem to know what they're doing. They're not going to die like the last ones.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that's what you said last time. The other two should feel uncomfortable in this moment.
Anyway, so 150 for those, 20 for the resupply, and another 30 to help with the down payment.
Oh yeah, that's gonna make a big freaking dent. Wow, 30. Whew, big spender here.
I am providing revenue, Thurlow. I am providing revenue.
Yeah,
and I am promoting
you're providing
commerce.
a pain.
I am promoting commerce.
Bottom, my big furry bottom.
Pleasure as always, Thurlow.
Can you do? Hey, wait. Come by tomorrow. I might have something for you. Something that'll make a bigger dent than that. All right? All right, get out of here.
So I perked up once I heard some of the more underhanded chemicals and dealings going on. Having heard some of these special things you have, I'm gonna kind of lean over and trying to keep it out of earshot of the other two. Be like, hey mate, you got anything that might help somebody tell the truth even if they don't want to?
Truth theorem.
Oh, quiet. Just keep it quiet, please.
Well, let's see here.
I'm just buying painkillers. That's what I asked for.
Oh yeah, that's what I fell.
You mean anxiety pills?
No, they don't help at all. Trust me.
Well, let's see here. Well, I can tell you a couple things. One, your friend over there, and he just points to Ron. He purchased some stuff that makes you a little bit better at perceiving things, and so it's kind of a struggle to make someone else tell the truth, because if you give them enough truth serum, in the air quotes, they tend to not talk very much. But you can kind of loosen things up a little bit. Sometimes it's good for the other person. Sometimes it's better for you to perceive the world in a little different way. Like I'm blind. Well, I'm not blind. I'm really hard to see. The sun is so bright. I don't like it. But like I hear really well. And so I could get you a little something that makes the rest of your senses work a little bit better. It makes it a little bit easier to perceive what other people are putting down. You hear what I'm putting down? You picking it up?
Yeah, okay.
Know what I'm saying? Do you need some of that so you can pick it up? You look like you're a little bit of a dull fellow.
That might work. I guess let me get just a little bit of that, hey? And some painkillers, and we'll just make it seem like I'm just buying the painkillers.
Sounds good.
I gotta say, I love this character.
I love it so much. It was such a spontaneous character too.
He's great.
So just to break character for a minute, in my notes, each character I have like a prompt to remind me like how a character speaks. And so his prompt is slight stutter, lisp, and Larry the Cucumber.
I see it.
That makes sense.
And the sentence that I'm supposed to say to get into character is, I'm a pharmacist. So that's how I get into his headspace. So I'll make the same deal to John as I did to Ron, which is if you want a +1 to, I'll call it, for both of you, it'll be an insight check, so it's more or less going to be the same serum.
Okay.
And so it's the same deal, $50, 50 Torchy points per +1 bonus.
All right, I'll just take the 1.
Okay. Do you want the boost, or do you want the slow release? Because that's going to be a different price, but it's going to last longer.
I do the slow release one.
If you want all day, that'll cost all 400.
Okay.
If you want half a day, it'll probably cost you 200. That seem reasonable? I'm just making these numbers up.
I'm not going to say why yet, but he really wants this.
Yeah. And so it'll be like a 4-hour dose or an 8-hour dose.
Yeah, when we do a 4-hour dose, I'll just do it. So that'd be 200.
Okay. 200, and you'll get a +1 bonus. Didn't give Gray a price on his. His is a little bit tougher. We'll figure that out later. I'll say that
I'll pay whatever.
Don't pay whatever. Trust me. Learn from my mistakes.
Revenge has no cost.
Yeah.
That is not how that works.
Well, you know what? I'll say the same. I'm on a selling spree here. We'll do the same thing. 50 per +1 bonus.
What will kill? What will? Make somebody sleep for a very long time.
Yeah. So let me think here.
Think of it like a sniper shot.
So if you wanted it 1-to-1, what do I care? I'll just give it to you for $350. We'll just take all your money. Call it a day. It's a one shot. I don't care. The money's made up. The points don't matter.
Yep. It's worth it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what it does later, but we'll say $350. Just write it down. Cool. So you all get your stuff. You check out. Ron has been reminded to stop by tomorrow. Off to the weapons dealer? Ammo dealer?
No, I want to go apologize to Apex.
Gray, I've never known you to be the what is the word I'm looking for?
Brilliant? Smart?
Repentant?
Insightful? Intelligent?
Regretful?
Maybe I love him.
Gray, you and I know the only thing you love is vengeance.
Oh, you're right.
See, that's
but he's gonna think I'm apologizing.
That's my insight of 2.
Well, I don't need ammo. You guys do.
That's fair.
I see this leading to a long and maybe permanent headlock.
Okay, so
for one of us.
So Gray is going to break off and try and find Apex. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
So we'll have that happen off screen.
Okay. Well, I'll probably break off too then, because I realized my ammo, since I have bolts for my crossbow, I just make them. So I just need scrap, like scrap metal.
Okay.
I'm assuming I wouldn't find it in like a typical gun store or something.
Then,
so,
yeah,
well,
for the
actually,
sake of... Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna say there is a scrap repository, which is basically a giant dump where you can go and sometimes you go out into the wasteland and you come back with nothing but garbage, and you can go to the scrap repository and you basically get like 1 or 2 credits for putting in your scrap, but it's more like a library. You put scrap in, you can take scrap out, and so it's for all those little tidbits of things that like are not special. Like if you need a computer chip, you're not going to find it in the scrapyard. But if you just need a piece of sheet metal and a 2x4 and a copper pipe, like you can go there, and if you've got credit with them, you can kind of take it out. And so that's kind of my catch-all for like, do you need crafting equipment that's not special? Yeah, you can go there.
Scrap.
That's part of why I like.
Oh, a split water canteen, the shelling of an AirPod, the
Yeah. Yes. It's a very MacGyver place to go. But it's like a resource. You can just kind of hand wave, I needed this, and
that's my jam.
Deduct some money from your account and call it a day.
I still need to apologize.
Cool.
I don't want to be anywhere near the interaction. I'm going to go ahead and look for my scrap.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. If that's what we want to go, do we want to go down the Apex route? Because we got 4-ish minutes.
Do it. Let's just say somebody's gonna die in 4 minutes.
Okay.
on the Apex story route. Let's go.
Yes, yeah.
Apex story.
Going renegade.
Alright, so everyone goes off in their separate directions to get bolts or ammo or whatever. And so Gray kind of goes off on his own. But you probably know where the Scorpion barracks would be. You know, the kind of place where they gather and hang out when they're off duty or they need something. And so you could probably go there just fine. So I'm going to roll some stuff. And I'm going to have you roll an insight check just to basically, walk there and see if you spot them? Does that sound reasonable? Or are you going to try and sneak in?
I saw that.
Ninja! It's fine.
Oh, goodness.
I got 2.5 minutes to not die. Alright, what am I rolling with?
So do you just want to go there and look for him, or do you want to, sneak inside?
Sneak in.
Okay, so you're going to roll a body check for stealth. See if you can... Or
Body.
you can do a savvy check to, impersonate, like you belong there.
I like body check better.
Okay, yeah. Maybe you try and sneak in through a back window or something when nobody's looking.
5. It's as good as I can get.
Yeah, you, there's guards doing the rounds walking around, and they just happen to be off their cycle, and you just slip in an open window, and you're inside the barracks right now.
Nice.
And so I know you're going to dislike this, but make a know-how check to see if you understand kind of the layout of the building and where you would look.
-2.
Okay. So you're kind of wandering around. You don't really understand how this building is laid out. So you're just basically going room to room, trying to figure out, maybe he's in here, maybe he's in there. Make an insight check to see how aware you are of your surroundings.
Are you any better at insight?
I have a 1 at least. So
Okay,
I got 3.
right. Okay.
Yeah, so there are some scorpions that are kind of just walking through the barracks, but you catch them before they catch you, and you just kind of slip out of the way behind an open door, and they just walk past you. So what are your thoughts? What do you want to do? You're not finding this guy.
Apex!
What?
I just yell his name.
You just yell. You just yell. All right. Make a savvy check to see how intimidating your yell is.
-5.
No.
No, really? Yeah. Oh, he got a -3 on that, so... he doesn't show up, but a bunch of other guards show up, and I think Gray is in for a very unfortunate evening. But...
More headlocks.
We'll find out next time, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Gray.
Totally worth it.
All right, I'm going to end this real quick. Thank you, guys. You have been listening to the ApocaPodcast. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please reach out to us on social media. You can find me on Twitter at the ABCGM. You can find me at Instagram at the ABCGM. Or you can reach out to us on Gmail, theabcgm@gmail.com. Any of those will work. If you enjoyed today's episode, please come back. We've got a couple more planned. Tell your friends, tell your dog, tell your friend's dog, tell everybody. Rate us on Apple Podcasts, whatever it is that you think you need to do to help get us out there. Thank you. This is the ABCGM signing off. I'll see you next time.